Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel, Battlefield of the Mind Intervention. I am a survivor. I'm telling you on what I had experienced with my battles that were in my mind and how I had to reset my soul. A lot of you, I know this will help because it's helping me to help you of being a survivor too. By the way, my name is Lovely L. Today I'm going to be talking about solitude, healing. Because right now you already know at war, you've been at war. We talked about the war, we talked about broken heart syndrome, and we talked about the armor of God. We talked about forgiveness, forgiving yourself. So where does solitude come in? The solitude, this is a time where you have to think about what happened in the past and how you can go forward and what you can do to make it different. Now I'm in solitude, healing myself. And solitude is to help you understand your thoughts and your feelings. You get your journal and a pen. Let's start to write. Write down how you feel. Write down of what you was ignoring. Because you was you had full control at one time. Now you're doing personal growth. You're examining your thoughts, your feelings. You're examining them. And you're thinking back in the past. So remember all of those things in the past, how you can correct them to move forward. You got to have peace within yourself. If you don't have peace within yourself, you cannot concentrate and learn from your past. Because you don't want to replay. Because you're going to tell yourself, this is not for me. You don't like that. How I was in love with something that I didn't like. Because of whatever situation, some people just be just there in the relationship just to be there. They put you in certain situations where you can't go anywhere. You learning from that. Now let me explain about that. You in love with the picture. You in love being a wife or a husband, somebody, whatever the description is that you like what's in the picture. That's what you in love with. The house, the picket fence, or just that person, that type of person, what they have. It can be you in love with the picture, but you don't like what's in it. You don't like who's in it. You don't like what's happening. And you consider yourself stuck. And you'll sit there and deal with that over and over again. By you having your journal and your pen, you expressing your pain. You expressing what you learned. You expressing what had happened to you. I had gained a deeper understanding what had happened to me, what it is. Because what it is in different people. The same thing. Same thing. They may do it in different ways, but it's the same thing. And you got to go by your feelings because it's connected in a way in rejuvenating your soul. You have to have physical rest, mental rest, creative rest, social rest, emotional rest, spiritual rest. This is time to yourself to reflect. Don't feel ashamed of your own struggles. Don't be ashamed. I don't feel ashamed. Your life isn't yours if you always care what other people think. This is my world. I have to understand it. It takes time. It takes time for healing. Like I said, it took me 7 years to get to where I am. You got to keep your hygiene up, shower, brush your teeth. That's all you got to do, because that's part of loving yourself. You don't want to let yourself go. You're not going to feel to do anything, nothing, only but think about what happened. You replaying something back in your head over and over again. That's what I was doing. You think about like what had happened, like what, and the first thing people think, I ain't good enough. No, you way more than good enough. They ain't good enough. You more than good enough. That's only but games in your head, thinking the worst about yourself. But no, you've been at war. And that's, the devil will try to control your life in so many different ways when you can control it on your own. I know who I am. I know my feelings of what caused me to do what I did. I understand now that the devil be in people who do bad things to make you confused, and the confusion will hurt you so much where you want to harm yourself. Because the pain, you love them more than you love yourself. Because you wouldn't hurt them. You wouldn't hurt what you love. But you want to hurt yourself. You got to think about that process that you went through. That part right there. How can I avoid that happening again? Remindset. You got to do a remindset. In your journal, write down how you going to listen to your feelings. How did I listen to my feelings? It's like your first start. Your first start that come to your mind when something comes along, and you be like, and then they'll hurry up and try to change your mind, convince you, no, I'm not going to be like that anymore. My time is done of listening to people instead of listening to myself. The type of person that you're going to be around. Write down what you want in a person, what you want, and how, and what you want, you can have it. You can have that type of person that you're writing down. I'm going to tell you. I mean, everything. And then when it comes across to you, it's going to be scary, because you're going to be like, you ain't going to realize it until you actually look. I can't believe it. I actually got this person that I asked for. Yes. But I know you didn't ask for that. I know you didn't ask for a person like that who did bad to you. I know you didn't. But that's how the devil comes. Come so charming, coming so nice, do all kinds of things. Listen. This is how I told myself. I'm like, they'll do all of that, but soon as they stop, it can be anything, any kind of like little red flag, any kind of red flag, drop them. You're not going to accept that. And let them know. And you gone. Block. Try. No. Because if you accept them for whatever they did, that red flag, I don't care how small or big the red flag, but your body felt that. You know what I'm talking about. Your body felt that. And when your body feels that, and they gonna sugarcoat it, they gonna make all kinds of excuses. Just imagine that right there. Can you really accept that 20 times of knowing them? I can't. That's putting you up on a roller coaster. Your body will start to feel, okay, drop them. Don't. And then they gonna try to come back. Oh, please, come on. Why are they begging at that time? Well, at that moment, trying to convince you, I just had a bad day. You keep your bad day to yourself. I'm gone. I don't want to be involved with somebody. They constantly having bad days. That's putting your emotions with theirs. No. See, that's the part where I'm talking about how your life can be peaches and cream. Is telling yourself no to that person. Even you don't want to seem like you're a bad person, but not understanding of what they're going through. But why should you have to be carrying their problems? You don't want to carry nobody's problems. That's their problem. That's their world. Good luck with that. Because a lot of the times when you dealing with other people and their problems, and then they trying to do something to you to make whatever situation to be a problem, you can choose not to be with somebody in their problems. Don't be involved with somebody in their situation. Don't let them put you with their situation. Because remember, you've been at war now. Any situation that's going on, you don't want to you don't want to do a replay in your life with the same. You're doing a re-mindset. The first red flag, write that down. First red flag, what you receive from a person, delete. Let it go. It ain't gonna go further. It's whatever the relationship that you having with that person. It's a red flag come up. Let it stop right there. Don't let it continue. Continue with the conversation. Continue with anything. If your body, you like, and they will go all out their way to convince you it's not a problem. Come on. Like, sweep it under the rug. Come on now. Come on, baby. You can be happy all the time. Long as you don't accept other people's problems. That will weigh you down. Now you in self-aware. Now you are aware of your feelings with devilish situation. You are aware of your feelings. You are aware of what they are. You got to really understand it's a mission that they come to do. And you got to let it go. Understanding yourself more, what you did. Once you understand, you have your armor of God on, anytime you walk into a situation, you'll know how to handle it. When a person wants to always be argumentative, let them argue. I see why they like that. Because, you have those certain traits. those certain devilish traits. And when people like that, I call them an 80-20. They'll be like nice one moment, then flip the next. I call them 80-20. And I don't let them bother me. It's like you will know, because at the moment when they do that 20% bad, sometimes they'll do it so bad, you don't even want to talk with them no more. Even though they acting on the 20% good. But they do that 20% bad. I don't have that. It's like now I don't even have energy to be around those type of people no more. I don't. I can't. Because your body will recognize and speak with you and talk with you. You will feel it. You feel like you're exhausted. As soon as you be around a certain person and they do this and do that and blah, blah, and then you step away from them and your whole body is like, whew. I know, like your body is allergic. your body is allergic to certain people. Your body can be addicted to a certain person, or your body can react to a certain person. Your body will reject them, and when you feel that, you don't even know what that is. It's like, oh wow, you talk to yourself and you be like, I can't believe it. Ooh, knowing what that is. Knowing what that is and understand it. And once you understand, and when you be around that certain, you'll be like, nod in your head, you'll be like, okay, I know what I'm dealing with now. Okay. It's like them people who you only can be around with them maybe about an hour or so. And then once it gets past that, they'll start to change. It's like one moment the conversation was going good and all that other stuff. And then all of a sudden, like, wow, where that came from? You know, people starting to be their true self. They just warm up, do that charming stuff at the beginning. Write down in your journal right now. They be charming at the beginning. I call that a little warm up. Because they trying to figure you. And you trying to figure them. After a while, that charming stuff, they'll switch on you. Just like that. They'll switch up on you real quick. Learn from that. Write that down. People, fake people. Soon as somebody change on me, I'm gonna reject them. Because my body is rejecting. My body said, When your mind say, listen to your gut. Listen to your mind. Your gut and your mind together. They are awesome. That's why I say I love myself too much for that. I love myself too much for that. What I had did in the past, I love myself too much for that now. Now I know what it is. Now I know how to pick and choose people. Because I don't want to be at war again. I'm not going to be at war again. No. Keep telling yourself, no, I'm not going to be in war again. I know what that is. I know what that feel like. You have so many scars, but you're healing them. You're learning from your scars. You can think back on your past and you will remember those moments of your scars. Think back. Write it down in your journal. Because I know it was more than one. You can talk about, just like people talk about their scars on their body. This happened, such and such. This happened. So you write down. Remember that time. This, for example. And I know you felt it. Write down the time, like, for example, they were supposed to go to the store to get such and such and such. They took so long, but they came back into him talking about such. I'm just giving an example, and write down that moment how you felt. You know that was lying. It's like a intuition. It's like you already know. You got that feeling, you got that thought, you already know. But you needed confirmation. You needed confirmation on what they have done. And you know it, but you know they lying. But you needed confirmation. I'm telling you right now, you don't need confirmation no more on anybody. I hear what you saying, but what I'm feeling not matching what you saying. So instead of arguing, I'll just let it go. Because if I'm feeling, even if I mention it to that person, how I'm feeling and what you're saying doesn't match my body, I'm just going to let it go. I'm not going to bring it up. I'm not going to be argumentative. But I'm going to listen to myself about this person telling me, and I know. And when you got to dig and look and try to find confirmation and all that other stuff of what they did in their actions, and if you got to do that, you already know. You just need confirmation. I'm telling you, you don't need no confirmation. Just let it go and let it be. Just be like, And then if they come to you, be like, I'm for real. I'm for real. I'm for real. You don't believe me. They telling on themselves right there. You be like, But let it, I'm just giving you an example, that right there. Sometimes you already got the feeling enough, like, I bet you, sometimes you don't even have to say anything. It's like you already know. You get that feeling. You looking at the body language. You looking at a lot of signs. You feel it. And that's the personal growth right there, is acknowledging what you feel in a certain situation. You are acknowledging your feelings. And your feelings is always right. Always right. Listen to yourself. Write that down. Listen to myself. Listen to yourself that makes you feel good. Stay away from negative. Stay away from arguing. Why an argument is like you being, it's you got to convince. You convincing me, I'm convincing you, telling you what is right, what is not right. I don't have time for that. I'm more at peace. That's when you resetting your mind. You resetting your mind. You don't do the replay of the same patterns of what you was doing. You resetting your mind of how you operate and thinking and feeling. Feel good. Love yourself. Give yourself compassion. I had to hug myself and kiss me, and I'm like, because the only person who's going to understand what you went through is yourself. It's you. And it's only because of the other person, of who they are. And once you do your solitude, You're not going to never repeat the past with a person like that. Because you know now. Listen to your feelings. It's invisible. That person can look good. They fly. They, yummy. And start to deal with them on the inside. And then it's like, soon as, it may be good at first, but soon as it changed, it's like, what happened to that person who, and you cannot change them back. They may go back and forth, breadcrumbing you. As soon as they change, okay, now you know what kind of distance you are with them. You will know how to put them in a certain category. As I'm writing in my journal, you're expressing a lot of things. Telling what you learned, what you're not going to do. You're expressing your wants. You describing the person who you want. You describing a lot of things. What you're not going to do anymore. Now you know what this is. And once you see it that way, of knowing what it is, you're going to get better. You're getting better right now listening to this video. As you writing down in your journal, just express yourself as much as you can. Because as you write, your process thinking changes. As you saying what you're not going to, and stay on that. Stay on that path. Don't switch off. Don't do a replay, because you'll see yourself almost doing the same thing. But come back. Come back. No, I'm not going to do it that way. And I hear people when they be up there saying, I'm tired of doing the same thing. Stay strong in your path, and you won't. You're not going to do you're not going to meet the same person. And then if you do meet that same type of person, you'll know how to drop that real quick. Because as you healing yourself, doing your solitude, it's like you in rehab, and those chemicals, the hormones, whatever you was addicted to, you understanding it more and more each day. Because like I said, the more you understand, the better you will feel. The more you understand, the better you will feel. You're not going to feel lost. You're not going to feel confusion. And you're going to be like, I cannot believe I was with the devil. Oh my God. I was like thinking of the times just cooking for them, washing their clothes, making love to the devil. I'm like, in certain situations, I would look at it like I had a bad feeling, like I couldn't put my finger on it. What is this? I was keep saying that. What is this? What is this? Who am I with? And then I got to the point where, you know what? I hate to leave, because I'd rather stay in the situation that I am in instead of me being with somebody else with being the same. I remember saying that. I might as well be in my marriage. I might as well just be in, because I hate to be with somebody else different and dealing with the same thing. That's what I was scared of. I remember that. Clear as day. And when I had said that, you know, when you say things out loud, talking to the universe, it listens to you. It listens to you. It listens to you. It do. I, Because when I had got a message, and it opened up my eyes to realize it. Once you realize, it took like 4 days process for me to say, it's over. It took it takes a process because what you found out of what this is or what you've been through, it was all because I'm with the devil? Huh? And then I had to put the Bible, the book of life, and what I'm going through. I had to put those together because it's spiritually. You can't touch it. You can't see it. You feel it. And we make excuses. We're like, no, it can't be. No. Mm-mm. And it's like, why I'm saying no, it can't be when I believe in Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior. You know? Why I can't believe that? Because it's them who you think you in love with. I'm like, ooh. No. 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 I couldn't believe it. So when I realized, I know what I had to do. I know what I had to do. And you be in safety mode. Because them do not tell them who they are. Once you find out who they are, you don't tell them who they are. Do not argue with them. Don't tell them what you're going to do. Don't say nothing. They don't know how to move in silence. They got to know things. They don't know how to move in silence. But you're going to learn how to move in silence. Silence is the best weapon. Your peace and silence is the best weapon. You go into a certain mode, safety mode. A safety mode, and what I mean about safety mode, quiet, agreeing to everything, be like, okay. But you making your plan. Make your plan in silence. Make your change within yourself. Make your change of your thinking. You doing a re-mindset. Doing a re-mindset is not to repeat the same patterns. You're writing down in your journal what you want, what you're going to do, what you're not going to do. Now what you understand, you love yourself. And continue to journal. Continue to journal. Continue to talk to yourself. When you talk to yourself, have positive thoughts. Don't use can't, I won't for as doing something good for you. Don't say you can't. Every time you journal, and make your journaling to be a habit. And you will see how your mind will shift. Because now you understand. A lot of you know this will help. Because it's helping me to help you of being a survivor too. Share my video. Because it will help somebody. It will. So, I will see you soon on the next video. Bye.